Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome to another premiere. And today I got another cool knife from Zapas. This is the Explorer, an 80 CRV2. And once again, another bigger brother in the lineup that I have been showing. I think this is one of my favorite ones, man, because of the size. I really do like it. Before we get started with anything, let me know what you are all carrying today in the chat or in the comments section. I am carrying my brother's knife, slip joint. This is the 1510 in VG10 steel. Sharp and useful. Let me know what you all have in the comments section or in the chat section. Cool. All right, once again, man, check it out. What a beautiful knife. Again, I got this from Lamnia, one of 3 or 4 knives that I purchased from them. Came out to about 150 bucks for all 3 or 4 knives. Actually, it's 3 knives that I bought from them. 150 bucks, pretty much on the nose, free shipping, no tax. Got here in the United States literally in 2 days. Pretty awesome. So if you're thinking about buying, anything from Lamnia, you just got to make sure that whatever you buy, it's over 150 bucks, and you will get, free shipping, no tax. Okay, so let's go over some specs. Now, unfortunately, I have to go to a couple of different websites to get the proper specs. So let me just read the description. Okay, this is a basic tool for every hike. This knife is made of high quality 80 CRV2, and in parentheses it says NCV1 carbon steel with a hardness of 59 to 60 HRC. The blade is finished satin, specifically created for all types of work, the perfect partner for making fire and using a fire starter. The handle is made of ash wood and with an interesting grain, fastened with black screws. Concealed in a sheath made of black cowhide decorated with stitching. It was made by our team, handmade. So they hand stitched this. Okay, so the blade is 3 millimeters thick and 80 CRV2 with 59 to 60 HRC. Okay, we are looking at a drop point blade. They're saying Scandi. This is not Scandi, man. This, my opinion is this is definitely not a Scandi blade. This is a mid-saber blade with a secondary bevel, man. I don't know, what the opinion is of the manufacturer, but I know what I'm looking at. And this is of my opinion that this is a mid-saber blade with a secondary bevel, okay? I mentioned that the blade hardness was 58 to 59. Handle is ash tree. Sheath is leather. The weight is 5.221 ounce. The overall length of this beautiful blade is 9.61 inch with a blade length of 5 inch. A lot of people are going to enjoy that. Handle length is 4.61 inch. Blade thickness is a 3 millimeter. Over here also on the other website is saying 0.13 inch. And the country of origin is Poland. All right, so for those of you who dislike knives from that specific country and the steels from that specific country, well, I am now presenting you a complete and total new option to go check out some knives from a European maker, man. So let's check this awesome knife out. I think it's the nicest shape blade that they've made in this series in the 80 CRV2. Okay, there is, now let's take a close look. That is a mid-saber. That is not a Scandi. And there's your secondary bevel. Do you see that? Okay, so that is of my opinion that this is not a Scandi blade. But beautiful nonetheless, man. I mean, this particular one that I received, the fit and finish is like 98% on this, 99%, man. It is really nice. 3 millimeters thick spine. It's sharp, not LT Wright sharp, but this is a $45 knife, man, not $300. And if you're talented enough and you got maybe a Ken Onion or a similar grinder, you can make this nice and sharp for yourself, okay? A nice sharpening choil, a very nice guard, and this one is done, this guard is done really nice. I mean, all the grind lines on here look pretty even to me. I'm trying to look at the knife and at the camera at the same time, making sure I don't, you know, get out of frame or out of focus. But everything looks pretty good on this one, man. Everything looks pretty good on this particular knife. The wood handles are gorgeous. Okay, they're sanded down really nice. Let me see if they are, yeah, see the handle does protrude maybe a millimeter, maybe less than a millimeter, but I could feel it with my finger. On some areas, it's definitely protruding a little bit, and then there's a little unevenness right over here, as you could see. It's unfortunate, but I mean, for the price, I don't mind for 80 CRV2 steel, man, because you know as well as I do, there's a lot of manufacturers out there that think that 80 CRV2 is the equivalent to the pricing of gold. For some reason, I don't get it, but this knife is less than 45 bucks, man, on Lamnia, you know. Also available on Amazon, and they'll ship it directly from Poland rather than Finland. But I think on Amazon it's about $50, $49.99. Don't quote me. I will put links in the description and in the comments section eventually. So just take a look at that. But very nicely done, man. Removable scale. So, you know, if you don't like the ash wood and you want to, you know, you're a do-it-yourselfer type of guy or girl, and you want to redo the handles, you know, you can remove these and put micarta, G10, FRN, whatever it is that you gals want. It's possible, you know. So it's a shame about this, though, that I just noticed that this is a bit uneven. I don't think it's going to be a problem, though, because it is a tool that I'll be using for the price. Okay, some of you may be turned off, I'm not sure, but let me know in the comments below what you think. However, the rest of this blade, you know, looks pretty good. So I say maybe not 99% anymore, maybe about 98. One thing I wish that they had, I don't understand why the designer and the manufacturers didn't put a hole here for a lanyard. But, you know, what are you going to do, man? It's still a pretty nice knife for the money, especially for the steel. Okay, full tank goodness. There is no jimping on here. You know, there's no jimping, but I don't see that as a problem. The handle feels pretty good. Okay, it's almost 5 inches, so plenty of room for a big hand. Okay, if you choke up, you've got a room for another finger over here, and you know, if you're holding it, it does feel really good in the hand, in the reverse configuration and in the front configuration. So just a beautiful knife, man, just a beautiful knife. It's a shame about this. For me personally, I don't care. I know, you know, I was trying to show you a really nice setup here. You know, for me, I'm going to be using it, so I don't mind. But it's a shame that I had to show you this, because I don't want people to be turned off by this. You know, now I did purchase this, so if I'm going to do some testing with this, it will be on Patreon. Okay, let's take a look at the sheath. All right, the sheath alone has got to be worth 50 bucks, man. This is a beautiful leather sheath. I mean, look at the quality of this sheath. The sheath is amazing. It's just amazing. They do it all by hand, you know, according to them. It's nice and flush over here. You know, it's got a little bit of design that's stippling right over there. So it's nice. It's got some nice snaps over here, whatever the rivets are. They did a good job, man. Nice thick leather. You can see it's pretty thick. Just a beautiful sheath. I think the sheath alone might be worth, I don't know, 50 bucks, man. 50 to $75 if this was done here in the United States. But this is amazing, man. For $50, you get this awesome knife. you know, in a really nice package. It fits there, you know, real nice. I'm sure some of the bushcrafters will enjoy this. Now, if you're just a down and dirty type of, you know, knife user, you're not going to mind this generic type of a knife and sheath. You know, this will do the job. This will do the job, and it is definitely sharp. Okay, now, for the collector out there, I just want to show you the box. Okay, a very nice box. I've had, you know, boxes from other knife makers that just came destroyed. But even if you're a user and you like to properly put away your knife in a box after you've maintained it, cleaned it up, oiled it, sharpened it, stropped it, etc., well, you got a really nice box over here, made in Poland, and it just gives you information of where it's from, telephone number. You know, I guess they're inviting everybody to call them for service. I wonder if there's a website here, but they have. Oh yeah, right here, the Zapas website. Go check it out. I have. Once again, you can purchase these on Amazon, which gets shipped from Poland, which is very cool. Or you can go to Lamnia, but you got to remember, if you go to Lamnia, that you have to spend, you know, at least $150 to get free shipping. And if you do, you know, if you're looking for multiple knives, budget blades or whatever, and you could swing it, man, check out Lamnia. They've got some great prices, man, and they'll get your product to you in like 2 days. Okay, so I'm not affiliated with anybody, by the way. I'm just letting you know, giving you the information, passing this all on so that you are a smart consumer. But you know, 80 CRV2, man, 80 CRV2 for $50 with that leather sheath. You can't tell me that's not a good deal. That's a great deal. Knife is very sharp out of the box. Okay, making those nice thin curls right now. So really, really nice. Again, I did purchase this. So, I mean, you know, it does get expensive. Some of the knives I've been buying, I do buy a lot of knives in the background, and I might just show you, you know, in a community post, and I might do something like this. But I do plan on, if I'm going to use those knives that I paid for, you know, I'm going to put them up on Patreon, and hopefully you will appreciate that, and you know, you'll help out the channel and hop over to Patreon, and you know, help with getting, you know, some new knives. So I don't know how I'm going to tackle Patreon yet. I'm just going to start off with some very, very chilled, you know, testing of these knives. There'll be no intro, there'll be no ending. You know, there'll be this kind of talk, and who knows, you know, who knows. And if you're, you know, if you're paying for I don't know, weekly, monthly, I don't even know how that works. You could ask for requests or whatever. Okay, troops, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I am excited to eventually test out this knife, so stay tuned. I will let you know once it is up on Patreon. And if you don't have any other questions, you know, thank you very much for watching, and I really do appreciate it. I want to bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military that once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So in the comments section and in the description section, there'll be phone numbers you can call. There are going to be websites that you can go to, and there's going to be a heartfelt message from one of your own, Vietnam veteran, 66 to 69, U.S. Army, Martin Miller. He has a message for you. Okay, heartfelt. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserved. Troops, I hope you enjoyed this. At the ready, hold the line. Take care.